Hello! Welcome to Tabletop Tiddies, a queer and feminist live TTRPG actual play show run entirely by people of marginalized genders. My name is Kelly, my pronouns are they, them, and I will be your dungeon deity this evening. Tonight will be our 17th episode of our D&D show, Forgotten Guardians. Before we get into the episode, we want to acknowledge the colonial history of Canada and the US, countries who have and continue to take from Indigenous people. The effects of colonization are still felt to this day, and I acknowledge that I am recording this episode on the stolen lands of the Gahaga First Nations. If you would like to know more about the effects of colonization and support some Indigenous charities and organizations, you can go to the resources page on our website at tabletoptiddies.com/resources. And as always, we would love to thank our Patreon producer, Paresh M. Thank you so much for your continued support and the continued pulse that is the heart of Tabletop Tiddies. I don't know. I went off script there.
That's beautiful. Oh, I liked it.
My chaos in the streets, zombies in the streets players are ready to go.
We're just in the streets.
We're all in the streets.
Lots going on in the streets today. Hey everybody, my name is Rachel Theilade. My pronouns are she, her. I am streaming today to you from the stolen lands of the Coquitlam, Teitz, and Coast Salish First Nations. And today I am playing Noxx Zaros, your resident rogue / warlock, pronouns he, him.
Play. Hello, everybody. My name is Katrina, but you can also call me Kat. I use any pronoun, and I'm currently streaming from the lands of the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh First Nations Coast Salish people. And today I am playing Hestia, who's hoping to light some bitches on fire, because she is our paladin / sorcerer. Pronounce she, her.
Hello, my name is Sara Mayfield. My pronouns are she, her, and I am coming at you from the lands of the Stolomatskwi, Sumas, and Kwantlen First Nations, as well as the Nuxx Indian tribe, and I play Acacius of the Brae, and he, they, is a Way of the Ancients paladin. Bay.
Ocio, I am CasperDaNBGhost. I am playing Waverly, Jericho, the crotchety old man. I am playing on the stolen lands of the Muskogee and the Cherokee, and my pronouns are they, them. Waverly uses any. Yeah, I don't have to worry about zombies.
For now.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Charlene Bear. I go by Char. I use she, they pronouns, and I am coming from the unceded territories of the Gahaga First Nations. And I play Bumble, who uses she, her pronouns. She is a Twilight cleric. And I'm in the streets with Hestia.
Better than the sheets.
Hey.
No.
I don't know.
I
The
mean,
sheets are better.
I feel like there's no zombies in the sheets.
I mean,
We're
that's
all
a different
in the
movie,
streets
you know?
today.
Yeah.
God damn. Well, anyways, hey everybody. I'm gonna tell you something about our lovely sponsors for this show. Goodberry Dice. Are you trying to find that perfect set of gaming dice? Look no further than Goodberry Dice, your one-stop shop for unique and high-quality dice sets. The folks at Goodberry Dice believe in nourishing your gaming experience with dice that sustain your passion and embrace your imagination. Whether you're a seasoned dungeon master or a dungeon deity or a budding sprout, head to goodberrydice.com for beautiful dice sets that will nurture your fantasy and let your creativity bloom. The Tiddies all received a dice set of their choice. They came in this cute little package. Oh, it's so good. Thank you, Goodberry Dice. We love you so much. Also, you hear that?
Yes, a little.
That's the metal dice. It sounds good. It sounds like jingle
Ooh.
bells. They're very cool. So please go and check them out. And when you do, you can use code TIDDIES for a super cool discount. So go and check them out. That's one more time, goodberrydice.com. Good berry dice. Good berry dice.
Ooh, that almost was like familiar. That tickled
Oh.
my brain a little.
Oh.
Hey, I don't steal, but it was OG.
Mhm.
We are also using Sirenscape to help make our stream more atmospheric. Check them out at sirenscape.com. They let you add in sound effects of your own or music of your own, as well as they have their own sets that you can use to figure stuff out, a free and a pro version. Also, we will be using music from Critical Role's albums, Welcome to Wildmount and Welcome to Taldore, which are available wherever you get your music. Check those out too. Definitely great combat music, but I'm scared.
Why? Who said there was gonna be combat?
There's no reason to be scared. In fact, I have some comforting news for you. Here, Rachel, hi, I'm over here. I wanted to let you know that we have a merch store. If you see the show today and you think to yourself, I need titties paraphernalia plastered all over my body and my home, you can check out all the cool designs that we have to offer at tabletoptiddies.threadless.com. Sales happen frequently, so you're always going to get a great deal, and we always add our newest designs to our store featuring our art and our logos. Support the titties and show that you are a proud Titty Committee member by buying some merch at tabletoptiddies.threadless.com. And every time we say titties, it is with double D's. So comforting.
So comforting. All right. Content warnings for this episode. Let me just find where I wrote it down. Death.
I'm gonna go with I was about to be like, I'm gonna go with zombies.
Death. Zombies. Undeath. Re-death.
Oh god.
Super death and nostalgia. Also,
one of those things is not like the other.
Super death.
yeah, and
death.
I'm
mega death.
honestly maybe childhood trauma, maybe, perhaps,
Yeah.
maybe we'll see. Anyways, without further ado, let's dive into episode 17 of Tabletop Tiddies: Forgotten Guardians. Last time on Tabletop Tiddies, after the devastating attack on Fearfort by the undead dragon, the Forgotten Guardians set out to discover the location of the king's missing pen. Knowing only that Marge's favorites were involved, they decided to first visit Steve's clothing shop. It was clear by walking through the streets of Bellspire that the people in the upper ring of the city were not unaware of the dragon and were not caught off guard by its attack. They instead opted to hide within their homes and ignore what was going on. Regardless, the Forgotten Guardians arrived at BS Cleaver's to find that Steve was not there and that the shop was locked up. That, however, did not stop Waverly, who busted in the door only to trigger a Home Alone-esque series of traps of progressive lethality.
Hey, I lived.
I lived, bitch. With the help of Noxx and Acacius, they managed to make it to the end of the store where the three of them discovered the hidden door into the employee's room. Outside, Florence continued to struggle with her meltdown due to the evident death of her father. Hestia did a good job managing to keep her calm and learned the passcode for Steve's hidden vault, 42069. Bumble joined the others, healing the damage they sustained from the traps. Opening Steve's vault revealed a single note that read, "Darling, if you've made it this far, you already know what is to come," and marked in Thieves' camp that said, "Safe number 4." Florence settled on a comfy chair with her pipe of remembrance to recall the tales of the remaining Marge's favorites. In doing so, the others learned of other locations they would need to visit, including Borba's Heroes Guild outside of Bellspire, Mila and Timber's final resting place near the top of the mountain, and the Asher Lochner Institute for Medical Learning, previously Bellspire Grace. Just as the group was leaving to find the guild, Noxx spotted a young tiefling boy stealing from Steve's shop. He, Waverly, and Acacius took chase, leaving Bumble, Hestia, and Florence to close up shop. Noxx made short work racing after the child, with the others close behind, and as he grabbed him, he could smell the strong scent of lavender and rosemary. Back at BS Cleaver's, Hestia and Bumble were out on the street waiting for Florence when a nearby sewer grate burst open, revealing zombified limbs reaching into the street.
No!
Hey, stop it, zombies, silly little gooses.
Now, I already had, for some reason, the two of you
yeah.
roll initiative.
So
Yeah.
poorly.
Yeah, we nailed it. We did a great job.
What the two of you see as the sewer grate cracks and pushes its way up onto the street flow first a hand that is unmistakably undead as you see the flesh sort of rotten off and peeling back. And as it lifts, you see another hand reach out, and another, and a head, and another arm, and another head, and you see that the whole of the sewer grate becomes almost clogged with corpse. And you see no human assembly to this collection. Instead, it almost looks like a clog, something that you would find in a sewer, preventing water from flowing. You see random bits of broken tools sticking out of this mass of flesh. You see what look like garbage and refuse sticking to its undulating and sewer-logged skin. And as it lifts itself out of the grate, you can see it struggling to pull its mass as it continues to emerge and begins crawling towards you, Hestia.
Oh, cool.
There's still bits of the remainder of its mass clinging to the hole in the ground, but it is able to reach forward, lumbering towards you as it slashes.
Hey.
Does a... one moment. Oh, that's pretty bad. Does a 12 hit you?
No, it does not.
As a fist slams down, it's almost as if the back mass of its body slurps back into the hole for a moment as you see the street, the cobblestone in front of you, crack under its power. It's going to once again reach up and try to hit you, rolling a nat 2. That's a 10. You can see it almost like clawing its way as these strong waterlogged fingers slam into the ground, holding its body up. But luckily it does not hit you. Bumble, you see as it is in front of Hestia.
It doesn't stand.
It is there. What do you do?
Okay. I'm going to try something that I haven't done before. Bumble's going to reach to her shoes, and she has two like circles on her as like belt buckles, and they're gonna start to glow, and my wings are gonna flap, and I'm gonna hover 5 feet in the air, and I'm gonna try and turn undead.
Ooh.
With my cleric ability that I totally have.
All right.
Scrolling for.
Yeah, you are.
Do you want to describe to me what this feature does?
Channel divinity, and yes. So as I like click my heels together like Dorothy, as I'm hovering in the air, and this bright light emanates like a laser beam from my feet, and I need these undead to make a saving throw.
All right. Of what degree? What flavor of saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Surprisingly, not that wise, these songs.
Yeah, that's right.
That is a 15.
Oh, that might still beat me. Hold on.
Oh.
No! 17!
Hey!
I'm level 11!
Yes.
Okay, so now I need to know if you are a level 2 undead or lower as a CR.
Unfortunately not.
Okay, so you don't explode, but you still get very scared. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It
Ooh.
also can't take reactions. For its action, it can use only the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
All right.
So I'm going to try and position myself, angle myself like back in terms of trying to get them to go back into the sewer.
Okay.
Because it
trying
can't
to,
move closer to me.
Plunge the clog
yeah.
back into the sewer.
Get back in there!
All right.
Leave these people alone!
You see that like all of the faces that still have any semblance of vision to them, a nearby hand reaches up and like covers their eyes as the entire mass sort of like shudders a bit, and you see this like pulse of fear ripple through its strange liquid body.
And then I'm also going to cast Spiritual Weapon at 2nd level as a bonus action. And a northern star kind of like appears. This is very magical girl today. And it's going to appear on the ground level next to this mass.
Nice.
Ready to kind of defend the city as needed.
All right.
With its holy energy.
Does Spirit Weapon take an attack when you summon it?
See, this is where Baldur's Gate throws me off, because it does in Baldur's Gate, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't in this. You create when you cast a spell, you can make a melee attack.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you can,
Yeah.
because I think I did that all the time with my little bird companion.
It was almost a nat 20, friends, but instead it's an 11.
Ooh.
I don't think that
You
is.
see this star like crash into this creature and almost like bounce off of it like rubber, as it does not pierce its thick hide.
Fair enough.
That sounds like a lot.
That's it for me.
All right. Hestia, it is your turn. This creature is now cowering from this northern star above you.
Nice. I feel like Kat is like, ooh, zombies, but Hestia is kind of like, ooh, like now it is, you know, it's unfortunate. It's a concern for sure. However, yes, it's time to fight. We haven't fought so long, and I feel like it's kind of like a slow motion turn, and then like a, and then like. Her hair that's already on fire wreathes around her as I activate Mantle of Flame for my bonus action, which is my character feature. So for our viewers, I shed bright light in 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. Any creature that attacks me with a melee attack will receive 3 fire damage.
Ooh.
So what I do now, very cool.
As you engulf in flame and sort of breathe in the battle, I am going to need you to make a Constitution save as the stench of this creature also fills your lungs.
Yikes. I will do that. What's my con? Oh, not bad. Okay, come on. Oh, that's my first roll of the day, and that is a 16.
All right. You manage to, as the flames ignite within you, it burns the poison of this stench away.
Thank you, God.
All right, you may continue.
Stinky garbage time. For my action, I'm going to cast a wall of fire, a ring around this grate.
Ooh.
And I'm going to cast this actually at 5th level.
Ooh.
So they have to make a dexterity saving throw of 15. And if not, they're going to take 6d8 damage.
That's 12, y'all.
Oh my God. And guess what? It's 68 and plus 3 to the creature because of my Mantle of Flame. So let's roll this
You said
damn.
68. I was like, Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I roll d8s? I did. My D&D Beyond is lagging though, but it's gonna happen. Tick, 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 because we don't have to do the math. And all of my ones are also automatically rerolls? No, let me just double check. They might be just 2s, I believe. So I've got 2 1s in there, so those are 2s. So that's 33 points of fire damage plus 3, 36 points of fire damage.
Jeez. You see this creature immediately engulfed in this ring of fire, going down. It burns this ring of fire.
Yes.
And
You little shit.
it is this foul stench that it gives off.
Oof.
This burning flesh and acrid sewage. And as you see the top layer of flesh burning away, you see this almost like translucent purple veinage going through it.
Yeah.
And it sort of like illuminates the inside of this creature a bit. And it was almost at 69 health, but it's 68. I had to tell you.
You have to tell us.
Yeah.
We should know that, but also thank you for telling
It's
us.
just for the meme. Regardless, is that the end of your turn?
And that is the end of my turn.
It is going to attempt to flee, as you said, back into the sewer. You can see chunks of it sloughing off from both the fire and just like the way that it's trying to shove itself back into the sewer. It's sort of being degloved a bit around the ring. It's just like it's like cooking barbecue around the ring of this hole. But it is going to move in. So if I don't know if your spiritual weapons gets attack of opportunity.
Yes.
Play.
Let's go, baby. That is a nat 20.
Jesus.
Whoa!
29.
No.
To hit. I think it will auto crit for me, but maybe it didn't. No, I will do it again. Another D8. 7. Okay. So that is 14.
Nice.
14 damage.
It pierces through into this like
It's force damage.
the force sort of like pierces into this purple vein, and as it like bursts, you can see that almost what looks like a circulatory system within this creature. Instead of being like the black tar zombie fluid, it is sort of this like pulsing purple glow inside. But the creature does manage to drag itself back into the sewer, and you can hear it like land with a thump down at the bottom and start to like crawl, like pull itself through the tube, making this like awful guttural noise as it leaves.
I do a quick survey of the area. Are there other points of threat, or does it seem like it's just this big creature?
You don't see anything. Well, give me a perception.
That is 13.
Yes, you from this perspective, my pen is completely dried out. From this perspective, you don't see any other threats. It just seemed to be the one grate that was visible to you bursting open.
Okay.
But it spends its turn fleeing from you, dashing as much as it can through the sewer. So it is back to you, Bumble.
Great. I'm going to follow it.
That's something you were gonna say.
Bumble the ruthless.
We're just gonna run through this fire.
So I shout to the people around us, get to safety! Get to safety! The guardians will help you! And I'll dive down. Oh, I'm already flying, so I'm assuming I can like go in the...
Yes, but give me a dex save diving through Hestia's ring of fire.
I'm pretty sure it only affects like one side of the. It's
But it
one
is,
side of
she
the
is
wall, anyways.
Yeah, it is
I'm diving
diving
into it,
into the
though.
middle of
Oh,
the
slay.
ring. Yeah.
Okay. I did not roll very well with this. 6.
How much damage does Bumble take flying through your ring of fire, Hestia?
Wait, if I'm not incapacitated, I can add my shield's AC. Oh, I don't have my shield equipped. Never mind. I've been casting spells. I'm not using my shield.
Do you have Warcaster?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Damn it.
Do you want? Let me look at this. Yeah, one side of the wall selected by when you cast. It should be fine to be in the middle, I think.
I thought you were casting it so that the damage was in the middle, so that it could hit the zombie who was in the middle of it.
Oh, I guess so. It usually goes through.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. Then, okay, let's roll for friendly fire. Where is this? And
I
it just
could
had
give you,
to
like-
be 5th level.
But it is a certain height, so could you like fly over it?
But I'm going down
Down
into the tunnel.
Into it.
Basically
Yeah. I
flying
mean,
to exactly where the
I don't
zombie
mind.
was.
Just tell me the damage, Cat.
Okay.
It'll be fine. I'm a healer.
Yeah, that's 31.
Okay.
Nice. So Hestia, you see
Oh my god.
It's okay. It's okay,
Bumble
everybody.
just dives straight down into the tunnel.
I deactivated the fire. Okay.
Bumble, as you drop down, leading back out of Bellspire, you can see just the glowing purple in the distance, and the silhouette of the mass.
Okay. How far from me?
It only got about 40 feet.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna. Should I leave the? I'm gonna leave my spiritual weapon above, just in case other things come out. And I'll continue following. I'm gonna use my action to. Should I just heal myself? I do need to stay up. I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna heal myself because that was a chonky bit of damage.
That's fair.
I'll do cure wounds at 3rd level. That is good. Oh, I rolled so bad. 8. Fuck. 8 health.
Stop
everybody.
using D&D Beyond.
Yes, D&D
Stop
Beyond.
using D&D Beyond.
All right.
Yeah,
and
we're not
that's it for
sponsored.
my
You don't have to
turn.
use it. All right. So you make your way into the sewer. You can see the zombie and sort of try to heal yourself. But there is... You almost feel your magic blocked a bit by this, ambient necrotic energy. Explaining why you got healed so low. Hestia, it is your turn. There is a wall of fire in front of you.
There is a wall
You're
of
on the safe
fire.
side.
I'm on the safe side, but I'm obviously going to go through it. But also, it's a concentration spell, so I could just drop it,
Yeah,
right?
You can just drop it.
I'm gonna be like, that was wild. I'm gonna drop it and run
What if
through.
it comes back
It just kind of.
It's fine.
It's got to go through you, Bumble.
Yeah. And I will. My movement is 30, and the monster's probably a little bit ahead, right?
Yeah. So by the time you drop down, I would say it's about. You could get maybe 20 feet to it.
Oh, we're in the sewer though. We're in the sewer. Do I know? Do I know the logistics of fireballing in a sewer?
Yeah. I mean, your whole deal is fire. It would still hit the same radius. It's not like it's not like an explosion. It's not gonna funnel through the enclosed.
I just don't want to
space.
blow up the city, you know?
No.
I don't want to be that
It's
guy.
not like a gun. If there's any it might push up any sewer grates that are where you're hitting it, but
I was really hoping. Well, okay. What? I think that's
you
probably
just
what
see
I'm gonna
Bumble
do.
shoot out like a bullet.
Yeah. If I'm certain if I can fireball without really fucking up the city, and also without, yeah. And Bumble is far enough away, that's what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Oh my goodness, it's just ranged fire attacks today.
Mm-hmm. That's good. You are a sorcerer paladin.
It's
Yeah.
so true. Okay. And I don't have to roll for that. I just roll. Oh, you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Again, this thing is not very good at the two things that you guys keep making it roll.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is a 14.
That does not pass.
Woo!
So that is going to be 8d6 plus 3 on this. 8d6. I'm using D&D Beyond again. Sorry, but I don't want to do the math. Let's see how many ones I have to add. Again, a couple of ones. Oh, That's okay. They're 2s. Tick, 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 loading. 18 plus the other 2s. That's 20 plus 3, so 23
Ooh.
fire damage.
That was less than your wall of flame.
I know.
You
Well,
see-
I did a level up on that one too.
You see this mote of fire fly past you, illuminating the sewer as it into the zombie until the fire almost hits you in the face, but like stops controlled just in front of you. Your hair sort of whips back a little bit. And when the fire subsides, you see that the smoking mass of flesh has lost even more of its top layer, and it's just this like, it almost looks like a pulsing purple heart, the size of the sewer in the middle.
The size of the sewer. Oh my god.
Yeah, it is
Little
truly
big
a
guy.
corpse clog. And it is going to continue to run. It is going to dash, and you almost like a slip and slide at this point. Just sort of like these skeletal hands on the side of it just start like crawling along the sewer, slipping as fast as it can, getting about 80 feet away from you. You see it like pass by a ladder that sort of bends under its weight, but it is still fearing this celestial fairy that is chasing it through its tube. Speaking of, Bumble, it is your turn again.
Alrighty, I am going to cast. Oh boy, I'm almost like, do I moonbeam it? But it's not a shifter. Bumble's like going through all of the possibilities that she's got in her arsenal right now, and seeing how much Hestia's damage does when it can connect. I'm going to whip out my hand crossbow, and I'm gonna guiding bolt it.
All right.
Nice.
At, let's do 3rd level. Please hit. Fuck, 15
That'll hit.
plus 9. Oh, yes.
Nice.
Okay. Good. This is radiant damage, motherfucker.
Damn.
That's 19 points of radiant damage.
Ooh.
Plus, I have an
Nice.
ability that I can add. I just need to check how much it is once per turn. God, at level 11, you have so much stuff on your sheet. Additional D8 of radiant damage. 8!
Ooh.
Ooh.
This thing is not looking great. As this bolt flies past Hestia's head and hits into the creature, it bursts with illumination, almost like a lantern going off in the middle of this sewer. And you can see that it's actually reached up to the ceiling and is trying to crawl through another exit.
Damn it!
As it is now fully illuminating and an easy target. Hestia, it is your turn.
Oh, and how far away is it from me right now?
About 100 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. I didn't do my bonus action. And
Okay.
when I have crossball expert, so I can attack again. So I'm gonna do that.
And you can roll with advantage from
okay.
the.
I go, all right.
But wait, there's more.
Sorry.
I go, oh, yep, you go off.
I'm doing it again.
Remember to roll with advantage from the guiding light. Guiding
Yes. Thank you. 26.
bolt. That'll hit.
Woo! That's 25 damage.
Damn.
As you see that
12 of which is flame.
a light passes you, Hestia, and hits this creature, illuminating it, and then a bolt flies across the other side of your head. And where it strikes, you see that there's basically just a large amalgam spine holding the center of this thing together as it pulses with this purple light. The bolt hits into the spine, and you see it sever as the bottom half of this creature sloshes and almost like creates waves of filth around it as it hits the ground. As the other part almost appears to be stuck in the ceiling, just clinging there as this purple fluid pours out of it and slowly fades. and dies.
That's in character. It's spinning around in the air.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely am like, nice shot.
Thank you.
And as you celebrate here in the sewer
yeah.
amongst the necrotic effluva, Noxx, you are invisibly clinging to this small tiefling boy who's got a collection of designer clothes clinged in his arms. And he seems to be trying to, like, break away from whatever is holding on to him. Just sort of struggling and complaining.
I'm just like holding this, and I've realized that I'm invisible, and it's gonna drop in like a minute. But I'm just kind of like, you know, you really gotta be careful who you steal from, kid. Like, there's probably like 15,000 trackers on all of these clothes. You don't know. Like, did you even check? Did you think? Think.
I don't know who you are. Yes, I thought of
I
that.
know you do.
I got ways of dealing with that. Don't worry about me, invisible conscience. I don't.
It's fine. It's fine. The visibility is gonna drop in like, I don't how 30 seconds. I don't know. I just needed to catch up so I could stop you from doing something stupid. Because there's a lot going on in the city right now. I don't know if it's the best time to be robbing places.
But
you should be somewhere safe.
When there's stuff happening, that is the best time to
Well,
rob
I know
places.
that, but like you should be not outside. There's a bunch of zombies and stuff trying to get in.
You hear a crunch behind you as the affluent-looking feline humanoid standing behind you is just like eating a snack, watching this child struggle at their doorway, listening to the two of you.
I like grab something off the ground and like kind of chuck it at their feet. I'm like, do you mind? We're having a conversation.
Apologies, nothing was interesting was happening. I'll go. And sort of walks away as Acacius bursts through the window.
Kid! Stop!
Wow, you're really out of shape.
Yeah?
I went like a block.
These are vanity muscles, okay?
Clearly. Can you tell whatever, just as Noxx, you appear? Oh, Jesus, okay.
Yeah, and I think when I appear, I'm assuming this shocks the kid. I'm gonna grab I want to try to leave the nicest looking clothes with the child, and I'll pull the other ones away. I'm like, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
All right. I'll keep this
and I'll
then.
put them in my bag nicely. Be like, I know the person who works at that store. They're not going to be happy that you tattered these, but it's fine.
You hear a
I've been
thump
there.
on the ceiling.
Ugh. Oh, that's probably Waverly.
You needed 3 people to deal with this child? That's pretty bad. And you see him like pull out a messenger bag and like shove the clothes into it.
Why steal clothes? What's the deal? Kid, little rascal, what's going on? Like, he's just like awkwardly like hands on hips, like very doesn't know how to deal with the situation.
If you must know, and not that you do, my mother is sick and I wanted to do something nice for her, but I'm just a poor little orphan boy who can't.
Hey, Kelly, zone of truth.
What does your zone of truth look like as Waverly comes swooping through the window?
I think this time it's Acacius gives a luscious swoop of his hair and little sparkles go throughout the room, and he looks at this kid and is like, now, is that really true? And this is, I believe it's a save. So this kid could still get it. Let me just double check.
I'm really hoping he's not that strong.
You cast this, and as you do, the child sort of like tilts his head and says, yeah, that is true. And you can tell that he succeeded the saving throw.
That little fucker. Acacius just stares. He's like, Acacius does a look over at Noxx, be like, Noxx, That always worked on my siblings. I don't know what to do.
Well,
That's my last resort.
Can I?
And this is Acacius' full zone of truth.
can I use?
You also need to
one
make
of
this
my-
save, eh?
I also am
Oh.
not going to
Walk in.
resist it. I will
Oh,
speak the
okay.
truth in this zone. But I am going to use guiding whispers and do an insight check on this child to see
Ooh.
if Summer actually is sick. So I will. If when I make an insight check, I can roll a d6 immediately after seeing the number and add the number if I so choose.
All
And then Marge will also tell me, like, I'll hear Marge giving me that extra d6 of stuff.
You hear, all right, let's really take a look at this kid. Got the sweaty brow, eyes shifting. Might just be a technique. What do you
Hold on.
what do you think? What do you wager?
24 insight.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah!
You see semblance of a very practiced liar. The subtle inclinations and head movements, the sort of like looking down sheepishly, trying to cover the hint of lying. He is a very good liar, but is in fact lying.
Cool. I'm gonna, I think, realizing that he is in fact lying, I'm gonna kind of try and call his bluff a little bit and try to take him off of his guard by going, well, that really sucks. I'm sure if your mother, who I'm sure is an absolutely gorgeous woman who has really long hair and smells like rosemary and lavender and maybe is named Summer, if that was who you're speaking of, I'm sure that makes total sense that you would want to, like, help her out, because that sounds like a great person.
You sense this like moment of like being caught, that childish moment of like, ah, shit.
I'm like,
What are
Are
you,
you
some
just
sort
doing
of
this for
like
shits and
stalker or something? Like you just chase around poor kids around the street and know everything about them? What?
Can I-
No, actually, I haven't been here in a really long time.
No.
This is also in zone of truth, so I
We
can't
don't
fucking
do that
lie.
unless we're related to them.
Waverly, what were you gonna do?
Oh,
I was
well, there
gonna-
you go.
Yeah, I was gonna like stumble in and like at this time Waverly's just gonna stumble in like, did I stumble into a zone of truth?
Sorry.
Like what the? It's a child.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
goat one did it and kind of isn't very good at it.
And I'll look at Waverly like, you forget whose child we might be talking to here. And I kind of look at this kid and I'm like, listen, does your mom know you're doing this?
Kind of like tilts his head.
I know
to
you're
the
not going to
side.
tell me the truth, so it doesn't even matter, but
Yeah, she knows I'm doing this.
she's cool with it. I mean, it's a cool mom.
I mean, you know, she taught me everything I know.
Of course she did. Always
Where
count
is-
on her.
Where is she? If she's so cool,
I would think that
I
her stalkers would know.
Dude, we just got here.
we're not stalkers.
I don't know why I came on this trip.
Unless you count stalkers as people who love a good vegetable stock, in which case I will be the first to admit I am a stalker.
I'm going to grab Acacius and
I was
I'm
gonna
going
say,
to
Acacius, do me a solid and shut up.
I'm just gonna take Acacius into the next room. I don't even
Yeah.
know what the next room is.
I swear the cat guy
Yeah, you
is.
pull-
You can
you
go hang
pulled
out
up-
with him.
You
We're
pull
just gonna
Acacius
go
into
hang out in there.
a bedroom, a very nice upscale bedroom where a tabaxi individual is like standing with their ear to the door, and they kind of go, oh, as you press
Zone
in.
of Truth does follow me.
It's fine.
Nope,
It
we're
doesn't
gonna go.
matter. This kid passed it. Listen, I'm not your mom's stalker. I knew her from way back, and I just got back into town with the Guardians, and I stumbled into you on a job. Wanted to make sure you were okay.
I'm fine. I mean, I was fine. I would be more fine if I had gotten all of the clothes, but I didn't know that.
Those ones are the ones that will sell for the most. Trust me, I checked. Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, they are the ones I grabbed closer to the more deadly traps.
Yeah. Those ones that my friend set off first. Those ones were great.
So wait, you want to reconcile with her or what?
I mean,
Yes.
eventually. Wow.
They
thanks,
wanted
guys.
privacy.
Thank you so
Stop.
much.
Yes. I mean,
So here's the deal. This might be weird. I don't know. I might die soon because there's a dragon outside. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm just gonna come out and say it. I might be your dad. I don't know. So, I mean, I could not. I don't know. Summer might have not had that happen. This is really awkward for me. So if you could just like do me a solid and please don't get into trouble, because I feel really guilty about not being here and then you getting in trouble. So you can go sell the clothes, but like there's a straight up, I wasn't lying, there's zombies outside. So just go find your mom and be safe because it's messed up out there. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And I just stand there like really awkwardly with my hand, like hands in my pockets, just like, man, that sucked. Like,
he's sort of like, he squints at you for a moment, and you can see him sort of like eyeing your face and sort of like looking at your posture and demeanor. No, I don't see it. Besides, my dad died like years ago, about when I was born. So unless you're one of the zombies that you're warning me about, I think you might be. Again, I'm going back to Stalker.
I mean, you can believe anything you want, and it could, you know what? I never had a chance to come back and check in because I was kind of in a war where everybody died. So it's very fair that y'all thought I was dead.
And you just happened to be the one person that didn't die.
No, there were a few of us, and it really sucks that we were the only ones left. Actually,
Are your
So-
two friends over there two more of the miraculous guardians that survived the big old dragon?
yeah, actually, I know you sound like you're. It sounds like an insult coming from you right now, and I don't know how to.
Oh, my apologies, Daddy. I didn't
No,
mean
I
to.
get it. No,
I didn't
trust
mean
me,
to
I'm not
insult
looking for you to.
you probably wanted to come and reconcile and make up for the years of not being here and
No.
not supporting us and making me go into
Actually, all the money
thieving.
that your mom randomly got in the mail was actually from me, but that doesn't matter because you're right. I wasn't here. And I feel really shitty about that, and I don't expect you to be okay with it. That wasn't why I came here. I genuinely wanted to make sure you were okay when I saw you.
Well,
And
you can see
clearly are.
I'm doing pretty good for myself.
yep, you are. You don't want to tell your mom I'm here, that's totally fine. I don't blame you. I'm gonna go. But that alley over there is probably the safest way for you to get home.
Yeah, I
if
know.
you guys still live in the same area, I
I've
don't
been
know. You could've
here.
moved.
I know the city.
No, but like if you and I kind of draw like a diagram of like a trap door area that I knew of. Like I don't know if you found this though. So if you want to go that way, like that's like
Kind of like takes it. This goes through the Chance Vineyard warehouse.
yeah.
Just kind of pockets it.
Oh man.
Listen, it's safety.
Somebody's gonna loot good tonight.
God
Give me-
damn!
Give me a persuasion check, just for the general.
The general
atmosphere.
vibes of this
The
whole
general-
situation being probably shitty. Valid. Okay, that was very good. That was an 18, and I get for persuasion a plus 12.
Kind of like purses his lips. I wasn't lying. Well, I was lying. She's not sick. She is in the hospital. And other than that, I didn't tell you anything. If any of my crew asks, I never met you, okay? Got a reputation to keep.
Of course. you
Orphan
do.
beggar thief kind of has a good ring to it.
Yeah, it does. She is it serious? Her hospital trip, or
You have to find out for yourself, I guess.
fair enough? All right, you should get out of here before things get rough.
Give me a perception.
Okay. 14.
What's something valuable
Oh God.
in your inventory?
Let's see. I have the dark shard amulet that I haven't used in a very like at all because I keep forgetting about it.
All right, sounds good. I'll tell you to remove it from your inventory, but
Yeah.
Noxx doesn't notice anything.
Cool. That's fair.
All right. Well, nice to meet you, and nice to meet you three back there.
I'm gonna come in at this point and like stalk up to the little kid and like
We're not. We weren't.
no, just like aggressively sniff him.
Oh. Are you in hybrid form?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Great.
You see him like back up a little bit with fear. Give me a perception or insight.
I'm gonna go with insight because it is better than perception. Dirty 20.
You sense you get a blast of rosemary and lavender. But you also smell a bit of the necrotic smell that you were smelling in the sewer.
Mm.
All right, this is one of the most terrifying things that's ever happened to me. A giant wolf is now smelling me in a well-decorated apartment. I'm gonna leave now.
I have your scent. You behave.
That's okay.
That's
It's
not
pretty-
something you're supposed to say to children.
I'm gonna go now, just sort of like backing away.
Yo, what's your name, kid?
Autumn.
Can I tell if they're lying?
Give me another insight.
It sounds like something that they would be named, but I don't know. That was 12. It's not that good.
They seem to be telling the truth.
Okay. I'm like, all right.
All right.
It was nice to meet you, Autumn.
They just backing. Yep. Okay, bye. And you just hear
Sorry this was weird.
If
scattering.
you ever
of-
need stock.
You hear footsteps running down the hall.
I feel
Yeah,
like
and
that
I'm like,
could have
I
gone
am-
better.
Like, you can see, like, massive pit stains. Just like, oh my god, I suck.
That's why I don't wear shirts.
Okay.
Well, we're already out here. You want to go find this summer chick?
I mean, she's
Well,
in the hospital.
we're-
So that's
Yeah.
where we have to go anyway. So we should probably go circle back and find the rest of the crew, and then that's where we're headed, right?
Yeah.
You hear a crunch again. Can you let me know what happens?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn back.
Who are you?
Write down your address. I'll add you to the mailing list.
Okay, thank you. Kind of just like pulls out a quill and just starts like writing down. Well, I mean,
My
I
little
live here,
notebook.
but here's my address.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, in case you need to
Oh.
send mail or anything.
Yeah, I'll Yeah.
Sorry, this was the most dramatic thing that's happened to me in a while. It's like
There's
a
a
show.
dragon. It's, the zone of truth is still up too, so that's 100% honest.
Thank
Oh,
you
I
for-
don't give a shit about that. Only the poor people are affected.
Oh boy.
What?
I have a. I need to get out of here.
We should
No.
go.
Can we?
and-
Is that what? I
I'm
just
gonna
wanna
grab
quickly-
Acacius before we get into it. Like full
Can I try to
Nelson
steal
as
from
I
this guy
drag
as
him
we're
back.
leaving because fuck this guy.
Go for it. Give me a quick sleight of hand.
Cool. That is that's a 10 plus 11, so that's gonna be a 21.
You just swipe their purse that's like hanging near the front door,
Yeah.
which has 5 platinum and
Fuck
300,
yeah, let's
30
go.
30
We eating
gold.
good tonight.
As you both
bad.
escape, you could see the person still eating their snacks and then sort of like tilts their head like they realize what they just said.
Yeah. Sorry, it was 5 platinum and what? Was
30
it?
gold.
Sick. Okay.
Wow.
But
Money.
Are
We're fucking
you
rich.
Hestia and Bumble, are you returning to meet up with Florence?
Yes,
God,
I think
yeah,
as
for
soon as
sure.
we decimate that creature, at first I do want to go and see if there's anything else I can gather information-wise from after seeing it fall, or be slain. Anything about the arcane nature of it, or like that weird purple shell that it had on the interior.
Give me either Arcana or Religion.
I have 0 in both of those.
Nice.
Even though I am a cleric. 14.
The purple liquid that you find as you get close has lost its like fluorescentness, and it almost feels like it almost looks like oil has seeping into the water now, just dripping from this creature.
Ooh.
And
And with that, we have to be right back.
I was gonna say, after that, we are going to go on break.
Oh.
So we will be right back.
and maybe
wow,
Oh.
for
the
me.
drip.
Hello, we're back. So, when we left off, Noxx had just met his very irreverent child, possibly
Went
getting
super well.
went super great. Good remate, meeting up again. Possibly got pickpocketed, not too sure. And Hestia and Bumble re-murdered a zombie that was crawling through the sewers. And to clarify, Bumble, the residue that you found in the water was like dripping from the creature. It almost seems like while it was active, this fluid was was illuminated, fluorescent, but as it quote unquote died, it sort of faded, and now as it drips into the sewer, is just sort of like almost looks like when you would see oil in water. That's sort of like rainbow color.
Yeah. I think I'll just gather some of it just to be certain. Maybe in a moment of downtime, I can research it a bit more.
Cool.
But I look to Hestia as I say, we should get back as soon as we can, right? Did you see if there was anything else above us?
And I think Hestia, being somebody who does it normally, I will definitely investigate, but my version of investigating with my -1 is going to be kind of poking at stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to save face in front of our newer member of the group.
Give me an investigation.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Are you still on fire as well?
Oh, that's a great. No, it's probably
Poke
been
this
past a
thing.
minute now.
Because I was gonna say, as you
Oh.
were on fire, all the fluid in the sewer is steaming around you. It's like
Oh, so gross. It's like the nastiest sauna you've ever been in. That's a 15.
it's schwitz, more like
Ugh.
shits. Am I right?
I hate that.
You gather there was nothing valuable on this thing, and in fact, looking at the corpses, it almost looks like they came from the sewer. This looks like it was a mass of corpses that were in the sewer, waterlogged, and had been brought back to life. Yeah.
I mean, it's safe to say that it's probably like given off the like probably similar undead vibes as that big old undead dragon, right? Like,
It definitely matches the color.
yeah.
And as you emerge,
Poke.
as you all collect your CSI data and make your way back out of the sewer, you see Florence sort of like wide-eyed looking at this truly horrendous scene of like charred sewage flesh around this circle of what used to be the sewer grate, and sort of reaches out a hand. I closed up shop, and when I emerged, you were all gone?
Sorry, Florence. Things got chaotic.
Yes, I can tell as much, and sort of
Hmm.
helps Hestia out.
I'll hand her the vial of oil. I don't know if you have more experience with dead things than I do. This
More-
was glowing before, but now it's not.
I'm more inclined towards the spirits than the flesh, but I will try.
Hmm.
And she as she helps you all out, and sort of like wanders back into the street, sort of like leaning up against the wall, in front of BS Cleavers, just looking at it. You see the other three, sort of marching down the street towards you.
Hey.
I will real quick to Florence be like, I didn't get you anything. I
And I
didn't,
thank you
but
for
I-
that.
But I bring you the glory in which that we vanquished a big clog of undead. And you didn't have to deal with it. It was very stinky. You would not have liked it.
Yeah, we did. And I put up a high five.
I'm also quite glad that it seems that your heat has rid you of any residue.
Yes, I didn't need the magic-y things to clean myself like you usually do for us. I could just burn it off. I didn't think about doing that. Maybe I should always do that.
Yes, and you could see that now that she remembers that, she sort of like cleans off the vial that has a bit of like seepage on it. Much better.
Oh, hello, team.
Thanks for abandoning us.
Hey.
Listen, I know
Whoa.
we're all about communication and stuff, so I'm going to communicate to you right now. I just had a conversation with my child that was really awkward. Anyways, how are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
this is a
destroying
child that he didn't
zombies,
know.
you know.
This is a child he didn't know he had. So
Well, he kind
I
of did,
couldn't just-
though.
I didn't know about it, but I didn't want to deal with it because I was a fucking coward. Anyways, now that I'm done pouring my heart and soul out to everyone, including a random bystander, how's it going?
We
Yeah.
had combat, which you sorely missed.
Oh, fuck.
Look
I'm
at
sorry,
the
guys. Y'all good?
travesty. And I
Y'all
like
good?
point at the grate, at the sewer grate that's like ash to hell.
Just
Whoa.
like glowing smile though, like
I can see you're all very healthy and fine. You clearly didn't need our help, but I'm sorry we weren't here.
I did a bit of
It's okay.
inventory and discovered that there's quite a bit missing.
oh yes, did you get the thing stolen?
Yeah, this is all they had on them.
Mhm.
The off-season line.
Mhm.
Excellent. And
Yeah,
she
I don't
sort
know
of
why
grabs
they
it.
wanted it.
That was everything.
Dumb kids, you know.
There is definitely some summer attire missing, but that's all right. And she's
You know
Florence
what?
just like, well, I've already locked up. I will hold on to this maybe next season.
Or you could put it through the mail slot. It might. We can.
I mean, they're already really crinkled. We need an iron. It's fine.
Where
Yeah, it's not really fitting.
are we
Yeah.
going now?
So, I will say, we did say we were gonna go to the guild. I did find out my ex is at the hospital. So, I don't know if I kind of want to go there, but I will continue with our plan that we already established because I am a team player.
I mean, when I was fighting to go to the hospital because there were future exes there, no one was on my team.
Liz, I'm not gonna comment. I'm gonna just stare at everyone and be like, I'm a team player.
I do think we should stick to the plan though, and
Okay. I just
come back with tales of glory and bravery.
I mean, we have to visit all of them, so
So
is there a limited amount of time that she's gonna be there?
Well, the whole
this
idea.
kid fucking lies out his teeth, so I don't know.
I can't imagine where he would have inherited such a thing.
Anyway.
Is it getting cloudy?
So Borba's, which is, I believe, outside of Bellspire.
You did
Yeah.
say we have a better chance of not seeing a problem there now
Yeah.
because the dragon's not here yet, so we might want to go and do that one now, even though I want to go to the hospital.
All right.
I gotta be responsible.
Florence is going to approach you, Waverly, holding this vial and say, "You're better at investigating smells and such. This vial is quite rancid. Perhaps you can tell its origin and nature."
I'll grab it with like my claws that are steady shrinking at this point. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's been like an hour until I'm back to my normal
Oh,
self.
it's been a whole 10 minutes.
Oh, never mind. Then I've still got my. Okay, cool.
You guys
Yeah.
literally booked off, had a battle. You split for 10 to 20 minutes and then
Yeah.
came back.
Since this is, I'm going to assume this is undead. Can I sniff this butt? And I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah.
If this butt.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
But
We
you're
love
just
sipping
in
butts.
dog mode, it's fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Apparently, I go full character. Yeah. So let me just sniff this thing and figure out what it is.
All
What am I
right.
rolling?
Are you using any of your Blood Hunter abilities, or
Yes, I can recall. Well, I get advantage on investigation when I recall information about fae, fiends, or undead.
all right?
If I'm rolling investigation. If I'm not, then I just get advantage because I'm a half wolf person right now.
All right, go ahead. And,
So either way.
Sniffing.
I'll say roll Arcana, but roll it with investigation because it's very much within your wheelhouse.
I can roll Arcana and with advantage as well because of blood huntery
Nice.
crap.
Good.
So let's go. Because I don't trust D&D Beyond because it's been not nice to y'all.
What do you mean?
Rolled my death dice and I got 7. Yeah, wait, 12 plus 5. Yeah, 17. I can count. Oh, that was one. That was one rolling. And then I got another 17.
Nice.
With advantage, I got a steady 17.
So uncorking this thing, it immediately hits you in the eyes. This rancid necrotic smell, but it has a bit of an undertone to it, and your inherent blood hunter nature knows that there is something incredibly wrong with this fluid, and that the source of this fluid is one of the most evil undead entities that can exist in this realm. You know that this is from a soul jar.
I will let people know that this is from a soul jar, and that is going to mean something to all of them.
That
Yes.
seems very what do I know what that is, or will I just be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Roll me, everybody who hears this, roll me a religion check.
Nice.
Kelly, your word in chat means nothing to me.
Oh my god.
17! I'd have a plus 0. Hell
Sorry,
yeah.
what am I rolling?
Religion.
Religion.
Mr.
6
Paladin.
for me. So, no one.
Why can't I not find my character?
I would laugh
sheet?
if
All the paladins can roll really bad, and then the
Sorry.
rogues just like, oh yeah, I know.
I have a -1 to religion.
How the fuck?
Intelligence. Yeah.
The nature boy.
What did
That's
you
right,
get,
okay.
Sarah?
I got a 9.
All right. So Noxx.
I know everything.
I've lived on the Brae my whole life.
Oh my god! If it makes
okay?
you feel better, Florence got a 7. Noxx,
Wow.
Noxx and Waverly, you know that a soul jar is something that a very strong, powerful wizard has gone through an arduous and evil task of essentially trapping their own soul within a container so that their flesh can die over and over and over again and come back. And until you find the source of this soul jar, they are nigh indestructible. And the fluid within this jar, within the creature that Hestia and Bumble had fought, and you now recognize, Waverly, that has been seeping into the sewer, is leaking from that soul jar.
Okay, so it's like Dollhouse, but it's a liquid and it's leaking into the sewer.
From where?
So if we follow the sewer, we could find the source of the leak. We could find this terrible thing.
Gotta destroy that thing.
Yeah, kill the thing, kill the bad guy. And if the bad guy happens to be the dragon, that would be awesome.
Well, the soul jar is a separate thing. If we kill that, we actually have a chance of killing. Yeah. So if I hope it's the dragon. That would be, first of all, very bad, because that means this dragon's way more capable than anything we thought it was capable of.
It's a purple undead dragon. It was
I mean,
already pretty up
It's
there.
already pretty fucked up, but this is even more fucked up than I thought. Okay. I've had a long day.
Yeah, no, I was there for some of it.
So,
Anyways,
now that
But-
we know relatively what's going on, again, our destination is Borbus, right?
I mean, we need to do this. We've been set on a quest. We shouldn't deviate from it quite yet, I don't think. But if we smell any more of that shit, we find it and we get rid of it.
Then in that case, I believe that our quickest route there, and she sort of like hesitantly points to the scorched, barbecued flesh hole.
Oh, we're just Well, that's
Well, then that's 2
convenient.
birds with 1 scone.
But we might
One
not
scone?
be going where.
Yeah, feed them both at the same time, you know.
Oh,
Oh,
That's definitely not the
Very
way
pleasant.
I use that saying, but I love it.
that's.
all right. Shall we then?
Yep. Does anybody
Let's
have
do it.
nose plugs? No? Unfortunate. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Unfortunate for you,
Mhm.
right? Okay. I'm gonna hop into the
You're
sewer.
gonna
and
immediately start drive heaving.
I'm gonna just start, just do my best to like follow the trail to Borbus or whatever without getting sick.
As
Gonna
we're walking, does anyone need any healing? I've got a few mass heal spells in my back pocket still.
You're
I'm
the only one who
okay.
fought anything.
I feel that just makes me feel more shitty that we weren't
We
here to help
were-
you, because
We
were
got absolutely destroyed in Steve's shop.
yeah, but
So
I'm
we
chilling.
fought the universe.
That's
You
not
fought Steve
how
inadvertently.
That
Right.
feels like 10
Yeah.
days ago.
You had
because
combat
I just
against
went through an
Steve.
emotional turmoil right now.
I'm
gonna
okay.
Jump into this hole. And
Okay.
Florence
Well,
is also
about
going
it.
to.
That's
I'm-
what she said.
I'm
gonna
assuming you're having this conversation walking through the sewer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Florence has 2 floating, like light blue spears in the sewer, guiding as you all walk past the mound of flesh that has been destroyed
the-
down here.
That's what we did.
That's horrible.
Oh.
Okay, high five. That was pretty badass.
Yes. And a good amount of that was Bumble.
Damn.
It was
Oh, man.
50-50.
Looking at Bumble with some new respect. I'm like, all right.
High fives all around.
I'm not gonna high five you.
Or
But Casper does, but like Waverly doesn't.
Bumble visibly deflates.
Oh.
I'll give you another high five just to. It's fine. you
It's
can
not
have
the
one-
same.
Oh, okay.
I do it. But I'm still gonna cast Mass Healing Word. So this will affect everybody if you need it or not. Everyone gets 13 more points of healing, including myself.
As you walk through the sewers, you hear the occasional sound of havoc going on above you. You hear the cries of strange undead creatures on the streets, as well as what sounds like spells being cast, swords being drawn, and basically the sound of an apocalypse going on above you. But as you said, you all have a goal in mind. And you continue on until Florence eventually stops. And she says, I believe, and looks up, I believe if we exit from here, we'll be close to the guilds, but doesn't sound pleasant up there.
Wanna sneaky sneak?
Doesn't smell pleasant down here.
We can buff ourselves before we go up. I can cast Aura of Life. It only gives us 10 minutes, but it'll help us a lot against undead things.
I think we can afford that.
And you won't be able to be killed for up to 10 minutes if I can focus on it.
Yes, please. I don't want to die.
So just make sure you stay within 30 feet of me.
All right.
Anyone else? Anything we want to do before we go up up there?
And it sounds, Kelly, it sounds like there's active battle happening above our heads.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Blur on myself. I'll do it at a 3rd level, just because that's like the only spell slots I have right now, so it's fine. There we go.
All right.
So I start vibrating. I can't really like concentrate on where exactly I am, but it's like, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll cast Bless on myself, on my buddy Noxx, and we'll do Hestia, just because Hestia's a big damage pal. So if you make an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, you can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to an attack roll or saving throw. So that's every time
Oh, slay.
All
for
right.
the next minute. So let's go. Burst through.
You push up, and as you do, it is almost this like cracking open a jar as this release of pressure into the streets, and you see this like lingering purple haze throughout the streets, and as you emerge into the district of Pinewick, you see these sort of like almost like this small town that has become more of a like suburban, like has grown over the years, but it still has that like cozy hanging out in the streets vibe, has turned into this chaotic battle. You can only see silhouettes through the haze as you see people fighting off hordes of zombies in the distance. What appear to be creatures crawling up along walls of buildings off in the distance. And occasionally someone steps through coughing, and you see their flesh almost like become this like tinge of purple before they bolster themselves and step back into the fog, attempting to fight off whatever is happening.
We
No,
should
thank
help.
you.
We should help though, right?
We are here for a task.
I think we'll be helping.
We have a minute to do it, so I think we should run.
Florence
Feels
kind of like
shitty.
pulls up her shirt to cover her mouth. not the, like, pulls up the collar of her shirt and covers her mouth.
Yeah. Just flashes everyone.
All right, follow me, and sort of like creates the blue orbs to be around her so that you can follow. Everyone give...
As we start, oh sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
As we start heading there, when I cast Aura of Life, this like popcorn smell fills the air in a 30-foot radius of around me. I always love the smell of popped corn. And
Hey, callback.
And as we're rushing through the streets for the next 10 minutes, as long as I don't get hit with something, I think people who are knocked unconscious on the ground will be able to pop up because any non-hostile living creature regains 1 hit point when they start its turn in my aura. So
Nice.
we're like, some of the villagers that are here are gonna be revived as I'm running.
You see a few of them
Amazing.
like gasp awake, and for a moment you think that they're just zombies getting back up, but then they sort of stumble and grab like a handkerchief and cover their face and rush off into the fog. If anyone has seen The Mist, it's basically that. You're leading each other
Ugh.
through this like obscuring cloud.
If there's anybody that we can, like, if I can, like, quickly, like, I have Spare the Dying, so if there's any people that aren't in our radius, if I can, like, go to the edge of it, do Spare the Dying on them, and then, like, leave and go back to the people, I'll be doing that as well.
So
trying
we
to stay
occasionally
within
see,
radius.
as Florence is leading, occasionally you break off to help surrounding villagers, still keeping your eyes on the prize. But I'm going to need all of you to roll stealth. Even though you're casting spells, the stealth will be more to try to keep yourselves so like more inconspicuous to the horde itself.
Fuck. This sucks.
15.
Can I?
You're
26.
If we're doing it against like
I have inspiration. I would like to use my inspiration.
Yes, Waverly.
I was just gonna say, if we're doing this against the undead, I don't get advantage on this thing, but is there like, do I know like of a special? Wait, what am I trying to? You know what? I'm just gonna roll it. Everybody else.
Trying to think of like, do I know zombie shit? Ah, fuck it.
Yeah, I was seeing if
Nah.
I could help, and I'm like, half the party already rolled. It's whatever. 16 plus 6. Over 20.
All right.
And that's how I mask everybody.
As Florence is leading you along, you sort of hit this what almost looks like a community like eating area where there are these like chairs and tables set up. You see like some people like hunched over that you bring back to life, and they look around at the chaos and rush away. And you hear a slam in a building next to you. And a large tail drifts through the fog just in front of your group as you all stop and Florence snuffs the lights. The tail
Definitely didn't poop my
swings, and you can see that glowing purple force underneath its flesh. And a head emerges down in front of it, just silhouetted through the fog, and you see that glowing, illuminating, and an eye blinks, looking around.
Can't see me, bitch.
I wanted to go to the hot nurses.
we
you-
wouldn't have gotten this far had we not gone here. They would have been in front of us when we got out of the hole.
And as you settle in that tense moment, you see what looks like a firebolt hit the side of its head, and it whips around and flies off into the distance, and the fog almost clears from the force of its wind, of its wings, and you can see across the courtyard that you are passing crossed axes on the front of the building. And you see a horde of zombies in front of this building, and 5 heroes standing in front of it, defending Borba's hero guilds. You see a rapier-wielding dragonborn slashing and cutting away at a zombie and sort of like kicks it off. You see another tabaxi who's sort of like holding 2 axes and clearly in a rage, just slashing away at this horde. And you see a brave-looking paladin occasionally touching their companions, and healing them. And then you hear that crash again as the roof sort of crumbles next to them, and they all look up as they see this dragon, which rears back its head, and a large flaming explosion appears. And you see through the fog the king floating down the street, blasting fire at it. And it bolts up into the sky, and you see Wilmer shooting up as well, chasing after it. Just as one of the heroes is grabbed by a zombie and mauled down to the ground. What are y'all doing?
Well, we need to go over there, so let's go
Go!
over there and help them.
Run!
So,
I'm gonna stay while they're running. I'm going to
Fucking running.
shoot it with Rudolph.
You're gonna shoot
you're
the
gonna
dragon?
draw
The
its attention.
dragon?
You're gonna draw its attention to us now. I
No.
see.
I'm gonna shoot the zombie
All right.
mauling the dude.
Oh, smart. Okay.
Not
It's like,
stupid.
wait.
Listen, we were all here for escaping Tessera. We knew that it was
we
a
know what
potential that you were
happened.
going to shoot.
I
the
shoot
dragon.
the holder. You're aware of what's happened in the past.
I have grown.
Go ahead
An
and
old
Proud of your
man
character
now.
growth.
go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. 18 plus 8. 20 something.
That'll definitely hit.
Plus. And now. I should have done sharpshooter. Oh well.
That's how it
8.
is when you don't do it.
Yeah, it's plus 10.
Nice.
Not plus anything. It's 8 plus 2, so 10.
You see the arrow hit the back of that zombie's head, and it rears back with the flesh of one of the heroes in its mouth, turns around to you just as the axe-wielding tabaxi slashes down and cuts off its head.
Boom.
And they all turn to you. Well, I'll be damned. Join the fight, comrades. And the tabaxi just like screams, and you see 3 other tabaxi ghosts emerge from it and rush towards
Nice.
a large lumbering zombie as they all surround it and start slashing into it. What are the rest of you doing? We're sort of gonna do ambiguous initiative.
Nice. I'm gonna say, you heard the cat. Let's do this. Run in.
Can I was wondering, since we're doing ambiguous and I get 2 attacks, can I take my second shot?
Go for it.
Ah. Okay. Well, not as good as my first one, but it's still an 18.
That'll still hit.
Yay! Should have done sharpshooter. Ooh, not as good. That is I can read. 7 plus 2, that's 9.
Still hit it. You see it like pierce the shoulder of this zombie as once again it turns around and starts lumbering towards your group. The paladin reaches over to the dragonborn who is being munched on and like pulls them to their feet and heals them again. Acacius.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How dire is the 360 situation? Because, like, I don't know if you want me to roll for this, but basically my thought is we're kind of here for the safe, right? Like, we want to find out what's in the safe. We want to, like, figure out shit. So I'm like, does it look like this battle is imminently winnable? Where, like, at least, like, we can kill off the few that are here and then, like, chill a little? Or does it look like we need to run inside the store and like barricade ourselves, figure out the safe, and then yeah, like this is why I don't know if,
I will
like,
say
this
I will
is-
say off the bat, you don't know that. I mean, it was just a safe in Steve's instance. You don't actually
It
know
said
what you're here
number
to find.
4. It could be. I'm gonna.
Gotcha.
Acacius thinks I'm looking for a safe.
But
So I think I'm looking for
between
a
the
safe.
10 of you, you figure like they've been holding off the horde
Yeah.
amicably to this point. You figure between the 10 of you, you can probably clear out this square.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I would like to clear out the square, please.
All right. Roll to
So
clear
when
out
I
the
clear
square.
Okay. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I didn't put a lot of thought into this. Let's just moonbeam, eh?
All right.
Nice.
Moonbeam, please.
That was the most Canadian way you could have said that.
Mm.
It's just
Oh yeah, I'm
moonbeam, eh?
gonna moonbeam, eh?
Yeah, so 15 con save. It's a 5-foot radius, so 10 foot. I'm just gonna try to grab as many as I can in a 10-foot sphere and just hope none of these pals are vulnerable to or
Right.
like take
Roll
radiant.
roll your damage.
Roll my damage to D10. Oh my gosh, what does a D10 look like? I should know. I've been playing for a while.
I always do that. It's always that and the D8s. I'm like, wait, which one is it? Wait, this is not enough sides.
It wasn't that exciting, but I'm gonna hope that because they're little undeadies that they're a bit more vulnerable. So it's a 7.
All right. You create this like spotlight.
Yeah, it's as previously stated, it's like the spotlight and flash dance where they do the fire, the water, and then the hair flip.
They hair flip, and then as they do, you see 4 of these zombies. Their head basically turns to liquid, and they dissolve from the radiant damage and crumble to the ground as you clear a good circle in front of them. Bumble, the Hestia, Endor, Noxx, what are you up to?
I'm going.
attack.
You want to attack first, or can I do my thing? I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
attack, but what I'm gonna do is, because I think this makes sense in my brain, so let me know if this is how it should be, both Kelly and Char, since you wrote this, Char. I'm gonna go invisible. I'm gonna use my chaotic magic surge, but because it's chaotic, I'm not controlling it, so I should still be able to maintain blur. Yes, or no?
Char? It's up to you.
I would say so.
All right.
Yay! So once it drops in a minute, I'll still have blur. I'm gonna go invisible, and then I'm gonna run up, and I'm gonna. Well, first of all, how far away am I? That's probably another thing I should know.
About like 30 feet. You had
Oh,
made
okay, I
it
have
through
30
this
feet
sort of like
movement.
community
Amazing.
square.
So I'm gonna go invisible, and then you can decide whether or not you want me to roll on my magic surge chart now, or whenever you feel like it. When is the
Let's
most
see what you're
inconvenient.
doing first. I'll figure out which is more.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to this thing, and I'm gonna attack it with sneak attack.
All right. So you disappear, and I imagine like since you're blurring, when you disappear, it's like all your blurs just sort of like walk in opposite directions and then also disappear.
Yeah.
As you rush towards a particularly hefty zombie, and fully roll with advantage and add your sneak attack since you're invisible.
Sick. So where am I with my fucking pluses on this rapier? +8, so I got 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Great. How many fucking sneak attack dice is it? 3d6? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 1d8 plus 4 for my rapier. That is 10, 11, 12, 13, 16 piercing damage. So I just pop. I'm still invisible because it's been not a minute because combat is infinite basically. So they just feel a fucking stab and then 16 piercing damage.
You just like stab into the zombie, and you get a vital, and you can feel like hitting resistance of the, like necrotic organs within. Go ahead and roll your on your random chart.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah!
Let's do it. I just had my D10 and now I've put it somewhere else. Oh well, I'll just use another one. This is okay, that works. That is a 10. Holy shit, what did I just get? Holy shit. Oh, I get all of my spell slots back, so
Ooh.
I can just check.
Yay.
And all my guiding whispers. So, okay, that's sick.
As you stab into this zombie, you don't smell the waft of necrotic flesh. You smell this waft of cigar and gin.
I mean, it's better than the fucking necrotic, so I'm not even gonna complain.
Listen, this shit's pretty wild. I want you to go for a little bit longer, so here you go. As you get your
Thanks,
spell
Mom.
slots back.
Yay!
Bumble and Hestia, what are you doing?
Hestia,
Wait,
go for
I have
it.
a
You
bonus
were
action.
Oh, go ahead.
I should have done this before, but can I cast Hex?
Go ahead. You cast
Cool.
Hex on the zombie
Yeah. Now, next time I'll be able to do more damage.
as the smoke engulfs it.
Okay, that's it.
All right.
The horde. I go to the horde. I want to specifically go after like a clump of them.
All right. There is there's basically a wall of the horde between you and Borba's Hero Guild.
Awesome. So we're going to Green Flame Blade,
Nice.
the classic. So that is a 13 plus 9, 21 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Great. Now we roll regular damage. That's a 6 plus 7 slashing damage is 13. Math is hard, but we're mathing.
You hit into one of the zombies with your flaming blade as the flames spread out. Go ahead and roll your extra damage.
And it's still up, right?
Yes, for now.
Yeah. Fire damage. Here we go. That is 8
Nice.
points of fire damage.
It bursts into flame, just like burning, and sort of like slumps down.
Now,
Yes.
oh,
No, go
with
for
Green Flame Blade,
it.
I can control the flame if there's a creature within 5 feet of the
There
creature I'm
definitely
attacking.
is.
That just boops right over, and that is, I'm just going to confirm, but I'm pretty sure on my sheet it says that's 2d8. Let me just double check. 2d8 plus 3 fire damage to the second
Roll it.
creature. Here we go. Oh, bad roll though.
Mm.
5 plus 3, that's 8
All
points
right.
of fire
You
damage.
see the fire like spread to the next zombie, and it's like side alights, and just as it like stumbles to turn back to you, you see an arrow appear, the tip of an arrow appear in its forehead, and as it drops, you see a like little gnome on the roof holding a bow.
Nice. And then I'm going to quicken a spell, and I'm going to do the exact same thing to another guy next to another guy.
All right, go for it.
To hit. Oh, that's an 18 plus 9. That is math 27,
That'll still hit.
I think. I want to give you the number though. Slashing damage. That is 6 plus 7 again. 13 points of slashing. And then fire damage is 4. We're gonna do that's 7
All
points of
right.
fire damage.
Yet another felled zombie.
Nice.
You see the horde like crumbling between your group's efforts, and the Heroes Guild. Bumble, what are you going to do?
Oh, sorry, real quick. Can I jump that little fire poof over to another
Go
zombie?
for it. Yes.
Thank you. 2d8s. Here we go. That's a little bit better. That's 8 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Oh no, plus 3. 11.
Nice. You see it spread. And again, it's like between all of your damage, the horde is beginning to thin.
I'm
Bumble?
gonna position myself as best I can to help people pop back up with 1 HP in this area, and I'm gonna take out my crossbow, and I'm gonna take out my shield, and I'm gonna pew pew twice, 2 attacks with my crossbow as my action and bonus action.
Go for it.
Oh wait, pay no attention to that roll. I clicked the wrong thing. 25 for the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and 25 again for the second.
Ooh, roll that damage.
All right. 23 points of 23 points of damage total, 7 of radiant, 8 fire. As my first attack, which includes my divine strike ability, and then the second one is 15.
That'll still hit, yeah.
Sorry, no. That was the
15
other
damage,
points of
right,
damage.
yes.
I rolled my 2 attacks.
All right.
So I'm just like looking super cool with my one-handed star shot crossbow. You see like fire constellations emerge as I'm shooting. That's it.
I basically had a threshold of how much damage y'all would need to do, or you would take damage of the horde turning around. You doubled it. So
That's
what
awesome.
happens is you see that the Tabaxi basically like breathing heavily looks over to his comrades and sort of like gives out a whistle and points in opposite directions. Clear the square. Protect as many as you can. And they sort of rush off into the fog. And the horde felled in front of you. One zombie kind of gets up a moment, and the Tabaxi slams down the axe on its head and sort of lifts it up with one hand. And it's like writhing a bit with the axe stuck in its head. And he looks over at you and says, "You must be the ones that we've been told are coming.
Yes.
My name is Floof, the 11th of his
Oh,
name."
damn. Okay.
With the 11th.
The 11th. That's so good.
And just like twist the axe, and the head sort of falls off and hits the ground. Come
Very impressive handiwork.
inside. We have cleared the guild. And you can see like the ghosts that have sort of been around it sort of fade back into his body, and he looks a bit tired for a moment. I don't have much time, but I think I have what you need.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And slams open the door, and you can see what used to be a very well-built, almost like a longhouse structure on the inside, with like weapons on the walls, training dummies in the middle of this like open square in the middle, a juice bar off in the corner, and changing rooms have sort of been crumbled a bit as the roof has sort of collapsed in on itself. Not fully destroying it, but leaving it a bit worse for wear. Floof the 11th walks over to the juice bar and like grabs what almost looks like a tankard, and just like cracks open a wine barrel, but this like thick green liquid spills out of it, and he just like slams it back in one go. For energy, you understand?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was told that the Guardians, or what remained of it, would be coming here. I imagine
Who
you're...
told?
What?
Who told you?
Brae. Sorry, do you have any more questions?
No.
No, please continue.
I can not talk.
You're looking for the King's Vault, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, all I know is that each of Marge's favorites were asked to contribute some level of defense to the vaults. Borba being one of them, of course. There's a creature in the vaults that was hunted and trained by Borba many years ago. It will fight anything that comes in, even the king himself. But Borba had a way of taming it, you see, and keeping it in line. As do I.
Well,
Thank God you're here.
great.
Yeah. I was
What
about
is
to
it?
say. Damn.
It's a whistle.
The creature's a whistle?
No.
The way of taming
You see him
it
like
is a whistle.
slam his axe on the counter, and it sort of cracks a bit.
Sorry, ignore my friend.
Excuse me.
Acacius, remember what I said earlier?
Yeah.
Talking?
I
Yeah.
have
Okay.
a bit of rage issues. My apologies. Bit worked up, and you can hear like zombies and stuff still on the outside.
Understandable considering the circumstances, sir.
So
Yeah.
So you'll help us, and what is there anything else?
No. I've been charged with protecting my community, a task passed down by all of the floofs. My father's 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 father was a noble protector of those close to him, and I have inherited. We may have seen Floof the First for a moment fighting alongside me.
Yes, you've done your community proud.
Thank you. And sort of reaches into what is essentially one of, those like muscle tank tops that like barely, like has no sleeves to it. It's just like cuts off right here, barely
yeah.
protecting
Yeah,
the
of course.
nipples.
Oh yeah.
Reaches into the front of it and just snaps and pulls out a very unassuming metallic, what looks like a dog whistle. Here.
Oh, I have a chain for that. It's somewhere in my pocket with my dark amulet. Oh, shit.
Why wouldn't you join us?
They gotta go fight
Protect the
outside.
community!
Slams
People
down,
are
slams down
dying!
again.
I'll go protect the community. You're the one that knows the
We
whistle
can blow
thing.
a whistle.
You're the
Let's go to
guardians.
fight.
It's a special way to blow the
Are
whistle.
you not the guardians?
No, we are. We got this. Don't worry about it.
Here. You are clearly the most swole. Take this whistle, and reaches towards you,
thanks.
Acacius.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh! I was like, sure you're gonna pull a 180, Kelly.
I can
Yeah.
trust you with the whistle. You have clearly known the pump.
Yeah,
On the pump.
yeah.
Now, I imagine the weapons that are stored here are nothing compared to what you are wielding. Unless
Do I look around. Are they anything compared to what
they're
we're
kind of
wielding?
training weapons and stuff.
Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Are any of you versed in using axes?
No.
Well, then
Waverly? Maybe? No. You have a bow.
I look at you
And
and I'm
claws.
like with Rudolph glowing in my hand.
Never
When
mind.
Have I ever?
rescind my question.
all right then. All the better for
Yes.
me. And you can see he walks towards a crumbled pile of stone and wall and just starts like grabbing stone and pulling them aside, revealing what appears to be a very reverent display. There's a nicely drawn like leather scroll painting with what looks like a very buff and attractive orc on it. And on the wall, you see what appears to be a large axe. And he
Guys,
reaches
that
out,
axe is so good.
grabs the axe, looks at it, smiles. Protection. And it lights a flame.
I knew
Oh,
it.
wait a second.
told you I was like, this is the best axe
all
ever.
right.
I love it so much.
Can I blow the whistle?
It makes no sound.
Oh fuck!
And
God damn.
Floof the
Can
11th rages
That's a
again,
sick-
rushing out of the building. You see the flame
Okay.
disappear into the smoke.
Axe would have been so
Hestia, I think we
cool.
fucked up.
Axe would have been. This is,
Yeah, I
Ra-
think we
this is out of
fucked
character.
up.
This is Rachel being like, I'm so disappointed.
That's fair. I'm very akin to my sword, and there's
It
a
does
lot
both
happening.
fire and ice, and
And
it's
as you-
so OP. It's so good.
As you
That-
all
Looks really cool.
Fine. Anyways, I'm back in character.
As
Anyways,
you
that's
all
really sick.
bemoan and gawk at this buff feline rushing out of the Heroes Guild, whistling on the silent whistle. We are going to end for tonight.
Oh my god!
Nice.
not ending on a downer.
Like, no, I don't want this cool thing. It's okay.
I was gonna leave on a heroic moment of
I-
Floof, the 11th of his name,
That's true.
raging and leaving with the flaming axe.
It
but,
was heroic.
It's good that it stays in the Borba Floof family,
No.
but
Returned
y'all
it.
fucked up.
Look, this is what happened. Like,
All right,
when
we'll save it for the
nobody
after
is
show.
a freaking.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be honest.
Thank you so much for your viewership. You guys are great. We don't have a show without you. Literally, we would just be hanging out with no audience. So thank you all very much. If you enjoyed yourselves and you want to show your support, the best way to do so is by heading on over to patreon.com/tabletop tiddies. When you become a patron, you get access to a whole bunch of cool stuff. You get behind the scenes snippets, polls that affect the games, our after show that we're, as you heard, are going to record very, very soon, just after this. And a bunch more cool things, like miniseries sometimes and bonus episodes. So you should go and check it out. That's how you can support us. And there's another way you can support us, and I mentioned it earlier during our very calming moment before this episode took place, and that was the merch store. It's so relaxing to go and buy clothes and cool things for yourself. So if you thought this was cool and you think our art is cool and you think we're cool, we appreciate it. But you should definitely go rep that out in the world by heading on over to tabletoptiddies.threadless.com and wear our merch, because that would be so cool. If I saw somebody I didn't know walking around with our merch on, I would cry. Make me cry. Do it.
Do you live in
Um,
the Fraser Valley?
Yeah.
Buy our merch.
You should also go and follow us on social media at Tabletop Tiddies, because that's where you can find out all the things that we're doing, and we will let you know about them on social media. And if you use the hashtag TTTiddies, you can get an NPC named after you, and that would be super cool. You can also find all of this information on our website at tabletoptiddies.com. And remember, when we say titties, it is with double D's. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.